G'day everybody, Rhys Marnus here, your Tazz ambassador for the 2022/23 season. Welcome back to Nothing Silly, Cricket. I just want to say a massive thank you to those that checked out my very first video on the channel, which was a review of the Tazz Butterfly cricket bat. I really just want to say a huge thank you to those that viewed the video, liked the video, subscribed to the channel, and left me some beautiful comments. It was really appreciated. It's encouraging, it keeps me inspired to create new content and keep producing better content for the channel and keep improving that. Words don't do justice to how much I actually appreciate that, so thank you very much once again. If you haven't checked out the video, I'll leave a link in the description below. Click on that if you're in the market for a great cricket bat with good value for money. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. It means you get the notification straight away as soon as a video drops onto this channel, and it keeps the channel going. I'm building it from scratch, so yeah, I really do appreciate it. So like I said in that first video, I wanted to do some different style of videos. I didn't want to keep it to the one style, so I thought on this dreary, wet Thursday evening here in Wollongong, I thought I'd do a bit more of a vlog style about our Nationals trip to Wollongong. And that's probably going to answer the question of the title of the video: how did we go? Well, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. We didn't win a ticket to South Africa, but neither did anybody else. Unfortunately, the weather was just so much so that the competition itself had to be cancelled. We did play a couple of social sort of games from about Friday, Saturday through to Monday, which was when we left. But the fact that we even got out and had any sort of cricket at all is just nothing short of a miracle, which was much appreciated. And I've got to say a massive thank you to the organisers of the event for scrambling and working really hard to get us out on the park, finding an oval and getting some form of cricket going. So if you happen to be watching this, thank you so much to those that organised that, and your efforts are appreciated more than you can possibly know. So thank you so much. So I won't give a day-by-day itinerary of the trip, but I will say I had a fantastic time. Weather aside, it was a bit of a negative that we didn't get to play, because I think we would have made a pretty good account of ourselves. But we went up on last Wednesday. It was a fantastic bus ride, good laughs, good fun bus ride. We knew the weather wasn't going to be crash hot up there. We didn't quite know to what extent, but we knew it was going to impact the cricket for sure up there. That was a given. But we were excited. A lot of us enjoyed the fact that it was going to be a trip away, and it ended up being a bit more like an end of season trip. We rolled into Wollongong at about 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock, thereabouts, on the Wednesday evening. And Mother Nature was putting on one amazing show, let me tell you. It was the biggest storm that I reckon I've seen in a long time, if not ever. And we eventually got to the Harp Hotel and we found where we needed to park around the back there. My mate and I were picking up our keys, my mate Nick and I, for our room, and the lady was about to show us, where to go, what to do, what keys do what and everything like that. And there was the loudest crack of thunder that I think I have ever heard in my life. In fact, I know it's the loudest crack of thunder I've ever heard in my life. Think a shotgun going off right in your ear, but you don't expect it. It was like that. I think we jumped so high that we gave the Harp Hotel a few new skylights that night, and the poor lady that was working there that was showing us our rooms upstairs was like this, going, I'm not driving home, I don't care, I'm not driving home, and I do not blame her. Subsequently, every loud noise that was unexpected made us all jump a little bit, so it certainly got us very jumpy and very edgy for a few days after that. We met some great characters there who were playing for other teams. Now let me paint a picture. The LMS T20 comp up there for the Nationals had 46 teams of at least 8 people, and some had even more than that. So you can imagine it's over 400 there landing in Wollongong. So yeah, pretty big comp. Some from Queensland, one from Tassie, some from Melbourne. I could be wrong, but there might have been one from Western Australia. Maybe not. But Albury-Wodonga were the highest represented team in the comp. So we had 4 teams go up. So Albury-Wodonga represent. We went go-karting, which was fun. That was great fun. In fact, it's a very good team bonding thing. We had a good time there. We picked up our kit later that day. We then went to a brewery that's kind of underneath Wynn Stadium there on the water. Fantastic meal, great staff there. And it was pretty empty. We thought, oh, it'll be quiet dinner. All of a sudden a surge of people came in. We didn't know there was actually something I hadn't heard of before, but called Drag Queen Bingo, which turned out to be a rip-roaring laugh. It was so entertaining. It was just funny. I'm pretty sure I walked out with sore sides from laughing that hard. It was just that good a night. It's just one of those things, whatever we sort of ended up doing, something was happening and for the better, you know? It was just amazing. So we did that. One of the best things, actually, was catching up with a mate of mine. Well, he's less of a mate and definitely a brother of mine who lives up that way, sort of around the Dapto, Cleveland area. And I got to catch up with him and have dinner with him and hang out with him for a bit for the first time since my wedding last year, which was in May. So it's been over a year since I've seen him, so it was just awesome to see him again. And I got to meet his partner actually in person for the first time. It's good to meet her. Also ran into guys I went to school with like 20 years ago. They were on a end of season trip for their soccer team. That was awesome. We just sort of stood there looking at each other going, what are you doing here? Wollongong, of all the places to meet up again. That was funny. My mind is still bent from that, but it was awesome. You know, it's so good. And it's good to see them again. It really is, because they were great guys at school. My birthday was last Saturday. We went to that brewery again. Now, just to give you a look at the brewery, this is what it's like. This is a photo of it here. So that was our outlook, basically. Right over the water. You could imagine that on a summer evening. Balmy breeze, a few drinks, something to eat. Absolutely picturesque, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good food too. We saw a lot of people walking around in sports gear. We thought, maybe it's a sports trivia night or some kind of theme. I don't know. But it was actually all basketball gear they were wearing. Turns out that Saturday night was the opening round of a brand new season of the National Basketball Australian League here. We thought, why not? Let's go. We're here. Let's go. We can get tickets, $30 each. No worries. Let's do this thing. And we did. And we had the best time. It was so good. Couldn't get a better match either. It was between the Illawarra Hawks, which were the home team, obviously, and the Sydney Kings. And we were right in that whole complex. That's where the basketball stadium was. And we sat a little bit up in the bleachers a little bit. This is a little video to show you exactly where we were, and it was a really, really good game, good grudge match between two rivals, arch rivals. Think of it like Collingwood or Carlton or Manly Sea Eagles and pretty much anybody. So we were sat behind a couple who were also very big basketball fans, and we ended up making friends with them, and they were very patient with us when we asked, what does that mean? What are they doing now? What is this? But we had an absolute ball, good laughs, and just a really good time. It was a seesawing affair that the Sydney Kings ended up taking out, but both scoring over 100. I'm pretty sure that means it's a good game in basketball. It was just fantastic. Great, electric atmosphere. You just left buzzing, and I wanted more. It was like you just wanted more as soon as you went in. It was awesome. That was pretty much the week. As I said, we got a couple of games in there. We did an 8-over-a-side game on a Sunday, which was our very first time we'd played cricket for that whole trip. And yeah, the result doesn't matter. They beat us fairly convincingly. And then I believe it was, I think, a 10-over-a-side game on Monday as well, just before we left. And yeah, I had a bat for 3 balls. I got out for a 3rd ball Donald Duck, but by that point we were sort of missing home and wanting to get home. And while we had fun in the game, it's sort of, it's hard to sort of get back into that frame of mind when, there's been days on days of not playing cricket, not having a bad time, having a great time. So this is a team I went up with. Great bunch of guys. I'd do it all again in a heartbeat. Yeah, so hopefully next year we can get up to Nationals again. You can buy your way in, but it's probably better if we win our way in. That's pretty much it for this vlog. I just want to say once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell so you're the first to be informed of any new video that comes up. And when in doubt, slog it to cow corner. I'm Rhys Marnus. This is Nothing Silly. Whoops, cricket. See you guys next time. Cheers.